Welcome everyone, Farmer Cop here. This is going to be episode 41 of my gameplay series in Sandy Bay 19. If this is what you're looking for, please stay tuned. Alright folks, welcome back to Sandy Bay. It is day 2 of early summer. Well, day 2 of summer. The second, I guess it all doesn't matter anyhow. Just an update. Nothing else has occurred on the fronts of our fields. We're just waiting for them to continue to grow. And we did actually destroy crops going through that last time, if you remember last episode. So that was kind of a bummer, but that's okay. We'll get over it. So the idea in this episode is to start harvesting, if not completing the harvest. So this, we're gonna go up and see if we can't, if it's dried out enough where we can go ahead and windrow it, so we can bale that into hay bales. These two, I'm gonna leave the bales, or I have them all baled up into silage bales. If you remember, we were using the Vicon fast bale. However, I'm gonna leave them out there until they're into silage, so I can just take them directly to the BGA to sell them instead of grabbing them, unloading them somewhere on the farm, and then loading them back up and taking them. So we'll just leave them on the field. And these fields, we actually can, if we want to, we can go out and fertilize. So we might actually go out and fertilize them a couple of times, just so we can get a better yield the next time off of them. So we might end up doing that. Oop, I hit that. So we're gonna go grab the windrower and see if that stuff is ready to be baled into hay, or ready to be windrowed at least for the next step along the process here. Ooh boy. And again, we might get all the way through summer in this episode, just because yeah, it's gonna be a little bit till we get to harvest. I put the fast baler there, and I put the tedders just behind it because we don't use the tedder super often. We just use it every so often. And the reason we're doing hay is because we only have those bales in there. So I think I'm going to try to put, I don't know how many hay bales we're probably going to want to hold on to. But if we look in here, I'm going to need at least one side for potatoes, if not two. So I want to try to maybe save as much room in there as possible, because we're going to have a lot of potatoes from our potato harvest. So yeah. And again, I'm also recording this ahead of time, so the response you have from the last episode, I also don't have on this one yet. Just because I'm trying to record before my 4-day work week, so that is why I'm recording ahead of time. Oh yeah, and that stuff is dried out and ready to go, so I am betting we can get course play going. We'll try it. Get this guy unfolded. We'll see just kind of how it goes. In all honesty, that's all that's all we can do. But yeah, and then we're gonna do these in square bale. So these are square baler to bale these guys up. We'll turn that on, that on, and you can bale with course play as well, just so you're aware if you didn't know that. Yeah, we'll do that. That's fine. Field 34. Yep, there we go. Let's see. Yep, deactivate that. That can go up there. Okay, perfect. And wow, well, that center part we'll probably do ourselves because that thing looks atrocious. Well, that's not really, this thing can't be 9 meters. How wide is our windrower? Let's go into the store here and see how wide it is. I don't think it's that. How wide is this? 9.3, is it really that wide? How come the course is all the way? I guess that's gonna hit it all. It's just not getting to the edges as much as I'd like. So okay, we can accept that. I can always get more if I want to, but I'm not really too worried about it. We're still gonna get plenty of hay off of it. Anyways, and I mean, we're still early on in the year. If we have to, we can always bale this one again and do hay on this field again, which we may end up doing anyways. So I'm not too worried about it. We'll do first waypoint and drive course. All right, we'll see how that goes. We'll turn that off. That's not doing too bad. We'll see kind of how that plays out. But yeah, so this episode, again, we're going to try to get everything going. I think what we're going to do, my plan for harvest, is to use this guy. We can even hook him up to the correct trailer here. I think I'm going to use this guy over on field 2, have him sitting there to unload the potato harvester into it, since it's going to have the highest yield probably, or one of the higher yields. So that way, yeah, this trailer can just get filled up with potatoes over there from the potato harvester, and I'll use that trailer there for the onions, either the onions or the field grass, whatever we're doing. I'm probably going to only do 2 at a time just because we don't have enough trailers otherwise. So might as well get this guy staged, because that's where he's going to get used next, so we'll get him over there. Actually, we're gonna be driving through stuff if we go that way, so let's drive out here onto the roadway. Oop, there we go. Other than not getting the edges, which I knew he wouldn't get, he's doing pretty good, it looks like. We'll see how he does when he starts getting into the center of it. Obviously, you saw that crazy path that was in the middle. I'll just have to take over and do the center portions, probably just to make it easier. But we get this guy staged out here. Yeah, right here is probably fine. You're fine there. Yeah, and you're going to be used for whatever we end up using you for. We'll just pull you over here because I'm not sure what crop we're going to do first, whether it's field grass or not. We could go get the combine, actually get the combine set up. That wouldn't be a bad idea. So that's... You're working on cows, that's fine. You're about to mess it all up, aren't you? Yeah, okay, anyhow. You can mess it up, it's fine. We'll deal with that. We'll deal with the consequences of that later. Oop. And we'll try not to crash the combine too many times. But we have our header that has a trailer involved in it now, so we'll use that header for the first time, which would be awesome. I'm excited to see how it works. It should work fine with the combine. If it doesn't, we'll just have to brainstorm what to do next from there. But I don't think we'll have any issues with it. I've used bigger headers on smaller combines before, and it usually works fine. So I don't anticipate us having any issues. Here we go. Perfect. Get you staged probably towards field 1 out here. Is it field 1 or field 2? Field 1, okay. So yeah, we'll get this guy staged out at field 1. But yeah, after we get the baling done, so after we get all the hay bales done, I'm probably just gonna again just take care of the cows and kind of wait and hold off. And actually I haven't checked if we see if we have any contracts that we might want to do today. So we'll take a look at that in a second here. There was a really nice baling contract that was for 18 grand, but I decided not to take it just because, I mean, that would just be a ton of work, if, in all honesty. So, all right, this is going to be tricky. I don't know if field grass gets destroyed, so doesn't look like it. Or at least it doesn't at this state. I mean, we'll look in here and see. Did we just destroy a bunch of it? No, it looks fine. Perfect. We do have crop destruction on, as we know from our onion field up there. So yeah, I know we're not going to end up doing carrots in the series. We'll end up doing those, I'm sure, as we kind of do the little long episodes as we continue this series a little bit here and there. I was like, is it growing? No, it's just a different color depending on where you're at. Interesting. That's kind of crazy looking. We'll drive this up to the top corner of the field here because that's kind of where we'll be able to start. So, yeah. Field grass. I'm very curious to see how this goes. This honestly is the one that I'm most nervous or interested about. Just because it could really go any number of ways. Winter looks like he's doing okay up there. But, yeah, we'll back this up. And actually what we could do... Oh, first let's look at contracts here. So the baling one, is it on there? Yeah, it's this guy, 18. And there's a lot of baling ones on here, but I don't think I'm going to subject myself or subject myself to some baling contracts because they just take time and a lot of effort, and I don't think we need the money that desperately at this point, that's a really comfortable place to be where we have money sitting in the bank and we don't need it that bad. So I mean, I know we did sell off some land, but we bought some more to kind of cover that. So I think we'll grab the John Deere, because if we look at the cows are doing fine. I've just been feeding them again at night. So we'll grab this guy and we'll grab the baler, and we can probably head out and start baling some of that hay up. Perfect. I don't think we haven't used our square baler yet, at least in this series episode. Or I guess this new map, I should say, or this new save. We've used, obviously, the baler before, but we haven't had a chance to use it in the new save yet. So, doesn't have anything sitting left over in it. We'll go ahead and unfold it. We'll just drive through the bushes. Get more and more lazy about driving through the bushes. Yeah, it looks like he's doing pretty good. So, we'll lower the pickup. Hit B to turn that on. I probably will go around the edges with the windrower just to get that stuff cleaned up, because that's just a lot sitting out there. So I will end up probably doing that. And I'll go check our bales too to see if how they're doing fermenting wise, to see if they're fermented enough where I can actually get them in, or if we have to wait another day. I'm guessing we're gonna have to wait until tomorrow, probably another day, So I'll probably hold off on fertilizing that, but I can fertilize this field after we get these guys off of it. But yeah, I'll keep working. This is kind of just where we're sitting at. I might not bring you back in until harvest or something else happens, but yeah, just to give you kind of a status of where we're sitting and getting stuff set up and what our plan is. So that is the plan for this episode, is to at least dive into harvest and get a lot of it done. So hopefully we can do that. All right, so I have gone in and I have baled this whole field. There we go, this whole field. So between baling this field and baling these 2 fields with silage bales, we have a total of 92 bales. So I'm going to kind of keep that in mind, so I make sure I pick them all up. But I'm going to grab our square bale trailer and go pick up our square bales, because I don't think our silage ones are going to be done yet. So I'm just going to get this guy staged, and then we'll actually go take a look at our silage bales and see how far along they are. Yeah. I'm actually tempted, since we have so many flipping silage bales, let's go see how many we have like actually on the farm here, because maybe we should sell some of our bales that we already have off as silage, because we have that many. Well, I don't know, we have enough that I'm just gonna leave them, because that'll last us like forever, essentially. But I think what I might do, if I can get the John Deere up here real quick, let's get this guy moved out of the way. Let's get those 2 bales out of there, because if I could slide off a load of those into there and put more hay bales in the barn that's covered, that would be ideal. So let's get that done real quick. John Deere should be over here. Oop, that would have hurt. Yeah, because I think that'll just be better for us. We'll need this anyways to sell the silage bales off at the BGA, so we probably should get it down there anyways. Yes, okay. Now again, I don't know if I'm able to get them back there with just the way the arms come out and everything like that, so we'll try, but I'm not going to guarantee anything's going to happen or work. Let's get those 2 out of the way. First one we can just actually just put right in here into the mixing wagon. That'll deal with it. Perfect. Gets one out of the way. And the other one I'll just set, I mean, anywhere really, anywhere random is fine. As long as it's out of here and out of our way. Oop, not even close. A lot lower. There we go. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna set it. I'll set it off over here, so hopefully I don't forget about it. But this way I don't have to worry about it. Don't be in our way. Perfect, and I'll just set you, or park you up here. We're gonna need you again, we're gonna need you over yonder at the, I don't know, the BGA, there's the word I'm looking for. Sweet, okay, let's try to get these guys loaded out of here. It shouldn't be a big deal to get them out of here, so I should have moved that out of the way. That's going to be in the way probably. I can come get that in a second. So I'll just park you there. You'll work on getting those loaded up. So yeah, if I can get those guys out of there, at least a bulk of them out of there, and put them maybe out in that bunker silo essentially right there, that'll get them out of our way. I mean, I also, if I'm not going to do silage, I could store bales down here, which actually I might end up doing if I can't get them in there. Actually, that's probably what I am going to do. So yeah, that's what I'm going to work on. I'm going to get that done. Actually, while you guys are in, let me go into the map here. Where is our pickup truck? I have no idea where it's at. That is that truck. Or let's just tab around until we find it. Combine truck, pickup truck. Oh, it's up here. Of course, it's up here. Sealed with lime, but that doesn't matter. We're just going to go drive out and take a look at our silage bales, since this will just be the fastest way to go drive around with. I know we don't own this land anymore, technically speaking. Well, not even technically speaking, we don't. Yeah, we'll drive out this way. We can use the Lizard MT9 or whatever tool it's called. Perfect. 26 hours to go. Okay, so it's only halfway done. So yeah, if it's got 26 hours to go, that means they'll be ready tomorrow about midday. So yeah. And again, some of these might be different. I think I baled the bottom field last, so they might even be a little bit later than that. So we will hold off, because the last thing I want to do is sell those as grass bales. So we'll probably wait until towards the end of the day tomorrow to get those taken care of. I'm just going to park the truck here. That should be out of the way enough. Let's hop back in this guy. All right, zoom in here. Yeah, so I'll get these guys moved out of here. Hopefully I don't accidentally grab like a hay bale or something stupid, but I'll get these guys out of here. We actually are going to need more straw bales at some point too. So next year we'll have to do something that's going to be straw involved, which I know you guys will end up doing that eventually, but it won't be in this series since we're going to wrap up this series. But yeah, so that's what we have going on. I just wanted to give you guys a quick update. I'm going to keep working on it. We're probably close to halfway done with this episode, or just below halfway done. So hopefully we can get harvest going. Once I get all the bale work kind of done, get all the hay bales off the field, then I'm going to go ahead and get us, probably just take care of the cows and get us moving towards when we're going to do harvest. So that's kind of the plan. All right, so I finished up gathering all the hay bales. So we had 44 hay bales, which means we have 48 round bales of silage out there on our field. So yeah, we have a bit of work to do. Okay, let's go ahead and unload this guy right here. And take a little bit because it has to essentially work its way down to the bottom to get to that guy. And you can do it. There it goes. Perfect. So yeah, the hay bales are all in there, as you can see, and all of our silage bales I was able to get. Well, let's look at it this way. Whoa, now I'm all confused. Okay, here we go. So I got all the silage bales to fit in here, so I put all the ones we had in the barn in this row right here. So yeah, pretty sweet. We still have the round one over there. I'll use that one first. But yeah, no, I think that's probably enough hay for us to probably last, I mean, a decent amount of time. But it also leaves that whole warehouse there open for potatoes in case we need it, which I'm worried, and well, not even, maybe not worried, well, probably worried we're going to need it all. So yeah, because we definitely used probably a decent portion of one side. It wasn't last year even, it was 2 years ago when we did the potato contract and we had the extras sitting around. So yeah, we're definitely gonna end up probably using that pretty well. So we definitely could use the space instead of putting hay bales in there. Yeah, so I'm glad I was able to get all the hay bales in there. Honestly, if all the hay bales took up, like those 3 rows were packed with hay bales, I'd probably just sell the extras if we ended up having any extras, but we didn't. So it all worked out. Well, let me get this over a little bit more. I'm not gonna need the planters for a while probably. Back this guy in here. All right, perfect. I'm gonna get this guy geared up just to do the silage, but we're not gonna do the bales yet. Actually, I mean, I could load up one load of them. That wouldn't really hurt, and get that down to the BGA. I probably can do just that. Yeah, I just want to, and the reason, I mean, I know I could haul them all down there and unload them all down there, and then just when they're ready, load them in, so I don't have to load them to the farm and then do all that. But I think I just want to do that just because, just do them one at a time or one row at a time when they're ready, because that way I can just easily throw them all in from where they're at. So I think it'll just make my life a little bit easier if I do it that way. And I mean, a lot of these roll down the hill. I mean, you see the one down there on the side of the road, but that's why I'm glad I know how many we need to grab off the field. Because if we know how many we need to get, then it'll make it a little bit easier for us to make sure we got them all. So then we know we're not looking for a, you know, we know if we're looking for a rogue bale somewhere or anything like that. And this should hold a fair amount. 3 is 12%, so 6 is going to be 25, so 6 times, so 18, 36? This isn't going to hold 36 bales. There's no way. There's no way. Yeah, it was 6. 6 is 25, so 18 or 12, 24. Jeez, I don't know why I was thinking 36. Yeah, 24. Okay, that makes more sense. It just goes to show that cops can't do math. Oh man. All right, but yeah, and I'll probably get a guy fertilizing the field up here because we can throw. I believe we can throw fertilizer states on. Well, that guy actually needs lime too, so I could probably throw some lime down on that as well. I'm not too worried about getting super good yields off of the fields, but it would be nice to get a higher yield. So Yeah, and I think that's why this just doesn't doesn't register as a field, and that's why you can't fertilize it. But these ones you can fertilize. So we'll head up and get that. The weeds, I didn't know weeds grew in the hay fields, but I'm not gonna spray the hay fields or the silage fields for weeds. That's just, I'm not gonna worry about it. That's just too much work and too much money probably for what we're getting out of it. So, and to put this in perspective, since we have 48 silage bales out here, if we sell all that as silage, that is 192,000 liters of silage. So 192 times 280 is the price for silage, I believe. No, it's 270, isn't it? 270. So we're gonna get 50 grand off of these two fields, which is, I mean, that's definitely not something to be worried about. That's a decent amount of cash for the two fields. So I'm pretty happy with that. Yeah. So the fields will pay themselves off in no time, especially if you get a second cut this year, which we should get a second cut off of all of our fields, including the hay field. We should get a second cut. I just don't know if we'll be able to do hay, but we don't really need to worry about that. So the next cut we'll do just silage bales. We'll do, again, the round silage bales. And I think, honestly, since I have that baler that wraps them for me, I honestly think that is easier to use than trying to actually go through and, I mean, obviously it's easier than wrapping them separately, but I think it is easier than collecting it off the field and putting it into a bunker silo. I think that this it kind of simplifies it, because the process used to be mow, collect, I guess then haul. So I guess there's still technically the same amount of steps and everything, but I don't know, just dealing with the loose product and trying to get it packed down and everything like that, that's just something that we're not having to deal with anymore by doing this. So I guess if this holds 24 bales, we only have to make 2 trips, huh? So that's not too bad. I was like, yeah, it just holds so many more than, it's crazy how many more bales this holds too than like the square bale trailer that only holds 14. So yeah, I had to make 4 trips to get all those off there. I mean, given the last trip only had 2 bales on it, but still I had to make another trip up there to go get them. So yeah, this is definitely a much better way to do it. So we get these 2, and then this field we can now fertilize as well, which is awesome. So yeah, the only problem with these fields, again, yeah, is that they're on a hill, but it's definitely, it's workaroundable. We can work with it, we can deal with it. So yeah, let me get over here, grab just one more view, and perfect. So I'll get this guy up to there, and I'll get those 2 fields fertilized. So, well, I'll get that one up there limed as well. I think lime's worth doing just because you only do it once every 3 cuts, probably 3 cuts. Yeah, I'm sure it's gonna be 3 cuts like it is 3 harvests. So these guys will probably should drive on the correct side of the road. But yeah, so I'll get these guys up to the BGA, and then I'll start getting the fertilizing done, and then ideally I'll bring you guys back in. I mean, honestly, I don't know. It might just be, yeah, I'm not sure. It might end up being, we just kind of got to figure out where we end up wrapping up the episode. It might not be, harvest might just be all in the next episode, which, I mean, that's fine, but it just might be what it is as far as what we have time for and everything like that. Oh, actually, I need to jump up and go up to the next road. So we're just going to do one of these. Just drive up there. I do like this field, actually. I think this field is a decent one to do for hay and stuff. It's not too bad. A little odd shapes and stuff here and there, but I mean, as far as fields go and stuff on this map, it's not that bad. So yeah, all right. I can't believe that killed those crops there. That just drives me over the edge driving through them. I mean, it was the first growth state. It drives me crazy. Oh, I'm so frustrated by that, but that's okay. So yeah, anyhow, I'll get this up, and actually, you know what I might do? Should I get I'm tempted to get a slurry tanker. I'm tempted to get that. Maybe we should buy one of those. That might be worthwhile. Yeah, I'm considering it. Maybe I'll buy that. Maybe we should buy that, because then we can use that on, I don't know, because we probably should also buy something to haul the slurry around or the digestate around in. So maybe we won't worry about that yet. We'll worry once we get more stuff, because I mean, we have essentially 254, was it 200 some odd thousand liters sitting good to go. So we'll hold off on unloading this guy here, because I don't know if it's going to accept them right away. If it does, that'll be nice, but I'll just kind of wait until these guys are good to go. So I'll take care of animals. I will see you guys probably when we start selling silage bales. I'll bring you in for that, and that might be kind of what we end up doing. So yeah, I'll see you guys later on. All right, folks, so welcome back. It's still the same day, but it's later on, and I noticed that there was a great demand. So I always check, usually if I see the pop up for a great demand, come up and see what it's for, and it was for milk once again, an even better price than we got last time, and I'll show you the price here in a second and what place it's at. It is at a dreaded sell point that we hate, Portview Close Store. Oh boy, I've been kind of using this as an entrance when I want, but Yeah, so it's kind of a dreaded one to get into, but we were able to do it last time. So we're gonna try again, and I don't know if our milk trailer is shorter or longer than our. I think or the same. I think we can get it in there. I don't know. This could go south very quickly, but we're gonna try. So we have 33,000 liters of milk. So we're just gonna sell 32,000, and I'll show you that here in a second. Let's get this thing loaded up here. Now that I figured out where the milk point is and everything like that. All right, and if you hear any barking in the background, it's because it's the 3rd of July when I'm recording this, and well, fireworks are going off all over everywhere. Neighborhoods are lighting them off and stuff like that. So yeah, and my dogs don't understand. Oh, they have a lot more milk now. Don't understand the purpose of fireworks, obviously, so they just bark. But so if you hear barking, that's what it is. So the Portview Close store, where we at? Yeah, here, 1746 for milk, which is awesome. So we're gonna go ahead and tag that, and I'll show you in the map. It is the dreaded sell point with the weird angle and everything like that. So we have gotten in there before, and we're gonna try again, but I don't know how this is gonna go. So we'll see how much of this I make you guys suffer through and how much Yep, there's a firework in the background. I may even heard fireworks in the background, but yeah, so anyhow, that's the problem with recording on the 3rd and 4th of July, is that I do work tomorrow, so I should be fine, but ooh, it's 9 p.m. where I'm at, and I'm going to try to get 2 episodes of No Man's Land recorded tonight. So the answer to that is I won't get both of them done. I should be able to get one of them done, but then I'll have to record the other one tomorrow and the next day, kind of during my work week, but it'll be fine. I think I didn't get as much recording done because I was trying to switch schedules over from graveyard to day shift schedule, so just as part of that. Oh boy, we're not going to make that one very easily. We'll just run that car over. That didn't work either, huh? All right, we'll try to do a little bit more. But so just switching over, I end up sleeping more usually when I'm, and I have less time that like I'm awake and alert and willing to do stuff. So I'm not very productive when I'm trying to switch my schedule. But now that I'm switched over, I was a lot more productive today. So yeah, it should be a lot better. A lot better now. Ooh, be careful, stay off the side of that bad boy. But all right. I don't know how this is compared to that. I'm hoping this is just going to be easier, but I know in my mind that that's not how it's going to work. So, okay, how do we want to do this? I think, gosh, there's really no good way to get into that thing, is there? If it was angled that way, I think it would be easier, but there is no good way to get in there. We're going to try this. We're going to try backing all the way in. It's probably not going to work either, huh? All right, I'm going to go in there and drive around the town here. Oh gosh, prepare for a disaster. I mean, I don't know how this is going to go, and I'm assuming it's going to be a disaster, but for 1746 per 1,000 liters for milk, I just can't not. That's what this sell point does. I think they run out of everything because no one wants to deliver here, and they make great demands for it. And then you got greedy people like Farmer Cop that think they have to deliver here. Oh boy. Yeah, there just is no good way to get in here. I bet you if I go past, I might be able to back in a little bit easier. Ugh. The answer is probably not. And those poles are driving me over the edge too. We got to get just super sharp to get that thing even going in there, and that's too sharp, of course. I think this just is the best I've done so far. Oh man. I think I've actually, this might, I mean, it's going to go terribly regardless, but this might be the best I've ever done getting this in there. It's those poles now I got to avoid with the truck. Nice. Oh man. This is looking pretty good. Have we gotten better? How am I stuck on this wall? This happened last time. How am I stuck on that wall? Trailer's gonna swing unhandedly to the wrong way. We'll just have to keep slowly adjusting. All right. Try that. Okay, a little bit better. We're making progress in the right direction, I think. I need an Xbox Grandpa here. I watched him play some of his ATS, American Truck Simulator, if you don't know that. And he backs up these trucks like a boss. Oh man. Well, this is how Farmer Cop loses his mind. He gets stuck in a... Oh, well, I don't know if that helped us or hurt us, actually. That was strange. I think we're gonna do what I did last time. I did that, and then I'll get the truck turned around here. Actually, I bet you I can knock this guy more the direction I want it to go first. All right, knock it back a little bit more. Right there. That's perfect. Well, now I gotta get the truck turned around, which is definitely easier said than done. How did you get that long bed truck in here? You didn't get that in there. No wonder we've never seen that thing move. You can't get it out of here. That is the thing I will say about this sell point. It's much easier to get out of here than it is to get in here. That is 100% the case. I need to wait for the wheel to turn before I go. So wait for it to turn, then go. Yeah, we're making much more progress that way. Yeah, you didn't think this would be how we're going to end this video, huh, did you? You didn't think Farmer Cop would be... Farmer Cop unhinged. Are you kidding me? Let me hook up to that trailer. Farmer Cop loses his mind backing up trailer. So many good. All right, now I feel like we're back where we're at now, actually. Okay. Ugh. Just that wall. There we go, maybe. Oh, yeah. Well, maybe not oh, yeah, but... Progress? See, now we're too far. Just go for it. We're in the sell point. We're selling it. Oh, goodness gracious. Well, that was a lot faster. That was probably 4 or 5 times faster than the last time I tried to get a trailer in here with a semi-truck. Oh, man. Can you unload from this trailer to a smaller one? Because if we did that, maybe we just put a small tank trailer in here, just leave it in here and just don't mess with it. Could be another option. We're gonna get a lot of money for this milk. 32,000 liters. $55,000. I think that was worth struggling to get a truck in there. Well, guys, I think that is going to wrap up the episode for today. The next episode we'll be harvesting, I promise, allegedly. We're allegedly harvesting the next episode, so no, we should be. And that'll be our final episode, so that one might be a little bit longer than normal just because we gotta get the harvest done and we gotta get money for our harvest because that's just part of it. We just have to do that in order to, how can you not finish on that note, you know? We just have to do that, so we will probably end up doing all that. So that next episode might be an hour or so. Well, hour or so, I say. It's gonna be more than 35 minutes like that, more than 30 minutes. Oh, by the way, I limed that field and I also fertilized all the hay fields, so they're in 2 fertilizer states now, so they need 1 more fertilizer state, which I may or may not do. I'm kind of not worried about it, really, if that makes sense. Mostly because they're hay fields or grass fields, so who cares that much? Oh, you probably heard that one. That was a loud one. Yep, there's my dog barking. Yeah, that was a window shaker, that firework. Probably an illegal one. Great. And tomorrow when I work on the 4th of July, I'm going to get to, it's going to be horrendous. 4th of July is one of the times that I don't mind working, because like we have this thing where on normal years, we do stuff in the park, and we have a fire truck, or not a fire, well, we do have a fire truck, but we have a police car in the park, and I get to actually hand out stuff to kids and stuff like that, hang out with kids, and just be part of the community, and that's the job I like to do on... Bo, you're fine. That's my dog's name is Bo. Anyhow, yeah, he's freaking out there. Jeez. Anyhow, well, I'm just gonna wrap it up because my dogs are losing it. So, if you enjoyed, drop a like down below. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button up on your screen to join the channel. Leave a comment down below what you think we should do next. If you're okay or sad or what, how are your feelings about us ending the Sandy Bay series? You do get a new series. It's not like I'm just doing No Man's Land now. We're going to do another series as well. And I'm not going to completely end Sandy Bay, so I mentioned that. But anyhow, guys, thank you for coming and watching. Sorry about the disaster at the end. But anyhow, this has been Farmer Cop. Thank you.